Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that nothing about your life has changed. You still have the same job, earn the same salary, live in the same home, and follow the same routine you've built over the years. Yet somehow your paycheck doesn't seem to stretch as far as it once did. Groceries cost more than expected, housing takes a larger share of your income, insurance premiums quietly rise, and saving for the future feels increasingly difficult despite working just as hard as before. For many households, this isn't the result of poor financial decisions or a lack of effort. It's the consequence of gradual economic shifts that have accumulated over decades, changing the financial mathematics of everyday life without a single dramatic event announcing the transition. One of the most common observations today is that many families feel as though they need two incomes simply to maintain what one income once appeared capable of supporting. This idea is often discussed emotionally, but beneath the headlines lies a set of measurable economic forces. Understanding these forces doesn't mean every household requires two earners, nor does it mean financial success is impossible with one income. Instead, it reveals how the balance between wages, expenses, and expectations has evolved, making financial stability feel different from previous generations. The story begins with a simple equation. Every household operates within the same mathematical framework. Income enters on one side while expenses leave on the other. As long as income consistently exceeds expenses, wealth has the opportunity to grow through saving and investing. When expenses rise faster than income, however, even financially responsible households begin to feel pressure. The equation itself hasn't changed. The numbers inside it have. Housing provides one of the clearest examples. In many regions, home prices and rents have grown significantly over long periods, often outpacing wage growth. This means a larger percentage of household income is allocated to securing a place to live before any other financial goal can even be considered. A payment that once represented perhaps a quarter of household income may now consume a third or more, leaving less flexibility for savings, education, healthcare, or retirement contributions. Healthcare and insurance have followed similar patterns in many economies. Even when employer benefits help offset costs, premiums, deductibles, and out-of-pocket expenses have steadily increased over time. These aren't purchases most people can simply eliminate. They become fixed obligations within the household budget, reducing the amount of discretionary income available each month. Childcare introduces another layer of complexity. For families with young children, childcare costs can represent one of the largest monthly expenses. Ironically, these costs sometimes make the decision for a second income feel both necessary and financially complicated at the same time. One parent may work primarily to maintain long-term career growth, retirement contributions, and future earning potential, even if a significant portion of current income goes toward childcare. The decision becomes less about immediate cash flow and more about long-term financial positioning. Inflation quietly connects all of these trends. Unlike sudden price shocks, moderate inflation compounds year after year. A product costing $100 today doesn't need to double overnight to create financial strain. If prices rise consistently while wages grow more slowly, purchasing power gradually declines. The paycheck remains numerically larger over time, yet its ability to purchase goods and services may not improve at the same pace. This is why many people experience the confusing feeling of earning more money while simultaneously feeling less financially secure. Credit also plays an important role. Access to mortgages, loans, and credit cards allows households to bring future purchasing power into the present. Used carefully, credit can be a valuable financial tool. But widespread access to borrowing also increases the prices markets can sustain, particularly in housing. Sellers respond to what buyers are capable of financing rather than only what they can pay immediately. As borrowing capacity expands across society, prices often follow, making it harder for households relying on a single income to compete. Technology has improved productivity across many industries, yet the financial benefits haven't always been distributed evenly. Higher productivity can increase economic output while wage growth remains uneven across sectors. At the same time, globalization and automation have transformed labor markets, creating tremendous opportunities in some fields while increasing competition in others. The result is a more complex relationship between effort, education, and income than previous generations may have experienced. Perhaps the biggest psychological shift is recognizing that needing two incomes is not necessarily a reflection of personal failure. Economic systems evolve, markets adjust, and financial realities change across generations. Comparing today's household finances with those of decades past without considering these structural changes often creates frustration without providing useful insight. A more productive perspective is understanding the rules of the current system and making informed decisions within it.